welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star, the Flippin' Hippo. Today we're going to talk about goals for 2021. This is a two-part video in preparing or getting ready for 2021. Whether you have an eBay store, a Posh Closet, Macari Grilled, wherever you sell online, Amazon, Depop, I've missed a bunch, but wherever you sell online, these videos should help you to prepare yourself, your store, your items, your listings, your platforms for the new year. Yesterday we talked about getting rid of the poop out of your shows, clearance, closeout items, how to get your stores ready for the new year. And today we're going to talk about goals and sales as we get closer to January 1st. Most people do associate a new year with resolutions and goals. I don't necessarily believe in New Year's resolutions. I think we talked about this at the end of 2019 because I feel like every day when you wake up, it is a chance to do something better than you did yesterday, better than you did last week, last month, last year. So every day when you wake up is an opportunity to make new goals, make resolutions. Every Monday morning is a new week. Every first is a new month. You always have ample opportunities all year long to wake up and just decide, I want to make resolutions. I want to do something better. Whether it's weight goals, diet goals, exercising, spending more time with your family, or goals associated with your small business. So I don't really believe in New Year's Eve or New Year's goals or resolutions or any of that because we have ample opportunity to do that all year. But in order to really make solid business goals for a year, you kind of do need to look back at a whole year to see what you did. And you can't really see how your sales did in fourth quarter or all of 2020 until it's over with, and then you can make goals moving into 2021. I did say in a live show a couple weeks ago, actually I'll link it if you didn't watch it. We just kind of talked about what's in store for 2021 and what to expect as a reseller in that show. It'll pop up at the end and you can watch it if you hadn't seen it live or watched the replay yet. But we just kind of talked about goals in general and being realistic and honest with yourself. And I told everyone in that video to get a piece of paper and a piece of pen and sit down with just yourself and your own eyeballs, or your business partner if you have a business partner, or your life partner if they're your business partner. But if you're doing this by yourself, just sit down with yourself. If you've got a partner, you've got to include them. But be 1000% honest, because the only person that's going to see that list is you and your partner, and that's it. Anyone accountable for the business, that's it. So be brutally honest. Write down with a pen what your goals were for 2020. And if you wrote them down last year and you still have them somewhere convenient, like in a bullet journal that I'm always preaching to you guys to keep, you can go back and be like, well, here were my goals for 2020. And I want you to be brutally honest. Which ones did you meet? Which ones did you exceed? And which ones did you not meet? And then I want you to figure out why on all three accounts. If you were able to meet a goal consistently, there's a reason why. It was either too easily attainable or it was just right, and you've got to figure that out for yourself. If you consistently met it all the time and exceeded it, it was probably too easy, and you want to make note of that so you make it harder next year. And if it's something that you just never accomplished, why? Is it too lofty of a goal? Is it too much for you to bite off and chew on? Is it just not feasible for you? Or this is where the brutal honesty comes in. Were you lazy? Did you read too many books? Did you play too many video games? Did you stream too much Netflix? Did you just avoid work? Did you just find excuses not to do it? And, once you have that list compiled, then you can go into making your goals for 2021. And the ones that you exceeded consistently, like I said, they were probably too easy, so I'll make them a little harder this year. If you didn't hit your goals, maybe you need to lessen them a little bit or figure out what you were doing that you shouldn't be doing when you should be working. The number one thing I want folks to focus on other than goals going into 2021 is best business practices. I say that term on this channel a lot. Best business practices, right? Well, there's a reason for it. Because they're best. They're not good. They're not okay. They're not mediocre. They're not, they're best. They're the best. The definition of the word best, let's look it up. The definition of the word best is, my computer keeps wanting to pull up Best Buy. Can you tell I'm a nerd? Best definition, not Best Buy. The most excellent, effective, or desirable type or quality. So, best business practices are the most excellent, effective, and desirable practices you should be doing in your business. Free returns, free shipping, offers sent to buyers, having best offers turned on, running sales, running promoted listings, refreshing your store, ending your listings manually and selling similar so that they don't just keep rolling over with good till canceled, and staying active every single day. You've got to be listing every day. You've got to be sharing your Posh Closet. You've got to be cross-posting to all your platforms. If you're on Instagram or social media, you've got to be interactive on there and be posting and interacting with people. If you're on YouTube, you got to be putting up videos. You got to be putting up content. These are all best business practices. If you want to succeed, these are the things that you're going to do, and I've done a million videos on them. But I want everyone to write best business practices on their goals for 2021. Is every single best practice going to be for you? Probably not. There are some people that free shipping just doesn't work for. They sell a lot of really heavy items, and they live on one side or the other of the country. And building the price in just doesn't work in a lot of those instances if the items are very heavy. Because then your price that you build it in, you're going to build it into your price and have free shipping. It's going to be way too expensive for folks close to you, and you're going to lose out going across the country. But if everything you sell is first class, you should probably be doing free shipping. So not every best business practice is going to work for you. It's up to you to figure out which ones make sense for your business model, what you sell, what you ship, and kind of experiment around with them and see what works best for you. And that's why I want it to be a goal for 2021. I want you guys to start implementing some of these best business practices and finding out which ones work for you. And if your sales increase, oh my gosh, worst case scenario, your sales are going to increase. Now that's going to be the best case. Worst case, it doesn't work for you and you don't do it again. And this includes things like, learning the formula for the titles, using great keywords, taking better pictures, just better overall business practices. So put that on your 2021 goals and start implementing stuff you've never tried before. Have you never done offers before? Try it for a month. See what happens. Do you do mostly first class items, plush and used clothing, and jeans, which you can build the price in because everybody knows what a pad and flat costs? Do free shipping. Try it for a month. But put this on your 2021 and then put down any other goals that you want. How much money do you want to make? How many things a day do you want to list? How much do you want to gross? How much do you want to sell a day? What do you want your average sale price to be? Do you want to stop selling clothes? Do you want to start selling shoes? Just brainstorm. This is what I do all the time, not just at the beginning of a year. We're talking like every week for a new week, every month for a new month, every quarter for a new quarter. I just sit down with a blank piece of paper and a pen, and I write down any and all things that I would like to accomplish that we haven't yet. Did you guys hit, 60,000 in gross last year? So you want to try 65 or 70 this year? You haven't done it yet. Just brainstorm. Write down all the things you would like to do that you haven't done yet. If you reached an average sale price of 20, do you think you could get to 25? You list 10 items a day consistently, you think you could do 15? You think you could add another platform this year? Another stream of income? Just brainstorm and write all of this stuff down. Think about your inventory, where you're getting it and what you're spending on it, where to buy it. check your stores out. I know like a lot of veteran sellers get into a rut. They know where they source, and that's where they source. And because they've sourced there for so long and it's part of their routine, that's where they source. It's not just new sellers who don't really know. Maybe there's new thrift stores in your area. Maybe there's thrift stores running different sales than the last time you checked 5 years ago. Whether you're new or seasoned or a vet, it doesn't hurt every once in a while to check all the thrift stores in your area. See if they're running different sales than they used to. Maybe they have a half off day now. Maybe they have a pink tag day. Maybe they have a 99-cent day. And because you were just stuck in the routine of I go to these 8 stores every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, you haven't checked in a long time because you never know what you're going to find. Check for church sales. Check for wholesale. Go online. Look up auctions. Just look at all the different opportunities that are going to be there for you in 2021 that you didn't take advantage of in 2020 and put them on your list. You don't necessarily have to do the whole list. If you sit and brainstorm and you come up with 100 things, you don't have to do all 100. Pick the most important 10 or 15 and work on them. Or you can be an overachiever like me and try to achieve 100. Look at your death piles with a new eye. As we move into 2021, I want you to look at those death piles. Look at them. Are they really death piles or are those I don't want-as? Because if you don't know what I don't want-as are, the name says it all. A lot of us have piles of stuff that we haven't dealt with for whatever reason. There could be 1,000 reasons why we don't deal with stuff. Shouldn't have sourced it. I can't find it to comp it. I need to wash it. It has a stain. I don't want to photograph it. It's a pain in the butt. It's ugly. I don't know. I just don't like it anymore. Lots of things get put in piles that we call death piles. But unless your death piles are actually piles of stuff that you're going to eagerly work on, take pictures of, and list, they're not death piles. These are your I don't want-as. So look at your death piles. Make sure they're not I don't want-as. Because if they're I don't want-as, they need to go. Because you're never going to list them. They're just going to sit on your floor and take up space. They're going to sit in your storage unit, your storage room, your eBay room, wherever you have it, and just take up space. It's just going to sit there. You need to get rid of it. Can you sell it locally? Can you get rid of it in a yard sale? Just donate it and take the write-off. But don't let your I don't want-as pile up because those can be distracting and discouraging. And if you have too many I don't want-as, you can't see the money or death piles around them. So look at those piles. Get rid of what you're not going to work on. If you haven't worked on it yet, chances are you're not going to. Yeah. And you know what? I also should say, I should add before I let you go, look at those piles and see if there's a pattern. Did you maybe think you were going to get into plush? Did you maybe think you were going to start getting into shoes or jeans or accessories or purses, coffee mugs, whatever it is? Did you maybe think it was going to be something you were going to start getting into? So you started sourcing them and amassing a big pile of them, but then you realized, I have no interest in these. I have no passion for these. This is not something I want to work on. And now they just sit in an I don't want to pile because you don't want to deal with them. It's okay to admit that you thought you were going to get into something and you just don't feel it. Get rid of it. If it doesn't spark joy in your life, get rid of it. Things that sit there and discourage you and make you feel like you're not accomplishing anything aren't helping you. You want piles of stuff that you're working through that you can visibly look at every single day and see a dent. Whether it was 5 pairs of jeans out of a pile of 20 or 10 plush out of a huge box of plush. You want to be able to look and see that you made progress. If it's just going to sit there forever and remind you of your failures, it's not good for you. You need to let it go. There's a lot of times where people think, I'm going to get into something and start sourcing it and realize it's not for them, and then they just kind of have a pile of it laying around. Get rid of it. I mentioned in the part 1 video yesterday, you can sell stuff off in wholesale. You can buy stuff in wholesale on our Shopify store that we run with Casey. If you want more information, there's a link down below to the website. You can peruse it if you're looking to purchase wholesale. Otherwise, there's contact info on there, and you can contact us about how to get rid of your stuff. But I think the best thing we can do as far as making more sales in 2021 is to make really great goals, because from really good goals that are attainable, we'll set up really good routines, and we'll have good schedules, and we'll stick to that. And that's what makes more sales, is having the goals in place, implementing the routines that allow you to accomplish these goals each day. That's going to be number one. That's going to help you be successful and sell more in 2021. The next thing is going to be the best business practices. Can't preach them enough. And 3 is just going to be getting rid of all the clutter. While you're busy cleaning the poop out of your store, clean the poop out of your inventory that isn't listed. Get rid of those I don't want-tos. Get rid of the death piles you're not going to work on. Go buy some stuff that you're going to enjoy listing, because you're more likely to list it, right? All right, questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up before you leave, guys. It really helps the channel. If you haven't already and you would like to, please subscribe and help us feed a hungry hippo. Don't forget to join our Facebook group, Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. There's a link down below. We're also on Instagram and Facebook at Flippin' Hippos on all social media. And you can email us at flippinhipposhelp@gmail.com. Until next time, go be productive. Go make some money. Make that list of goals, guys. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Y'all are the best. Bye.